Welcome to my analysis of a specimen that has been preserved entirely in animation. I'm going to guide you upon this tour that will guide us through the entirety of episode 1 of Adorable Half-Past Soldier. I hope you will follow me through and we'll make it through safely. At 3 minutes and 44 seconds into the first episode is when we first get a glimpse at the potted plant. They appear on the left side of the screen. Of course, this is foreshadowing the fact that they are in fact left-handed. They appear with a gray background. Van Wyck Brooks has written and said that genius and virtue are to be more often found clothed in gray than in peacock bright. We can use this to relate to the potted plant's ideologies, because he also appears in the same scene in which a gun is present. The potted plant appears to be not only black or white, but morally gray. The next instance, we see the potted plant is when they are surrounded by numbers. It is the same scene that there are not one, not two, but 3 handguns in the same scene. Your eyes will usually be drawn to the numbers. But if they are drawn to the handguns, some of you may have already made the connection to the old superstition that death travels in threes. The next time we meet up with the potted plant, the harsh gray seemed to have evaporated for a stark white. In a handful of countries, white is known as the color of death. So, if we follow that line of thinking, how could it be possible to kill a plant with a handgun? In the same scene, we have more handguns than we had before. This paradoxical scene seems to raise more questions than answers. We have a nice close-up look at the potted plant in the next scene. It appears to be a sunflower of some kind. An interesting fact about the sunflower is the head is actually made up of tiny individual flowers. And if this is a shot of the eyes, then each individual flower will in fact have its own pair of eyes. So we could, in fact, be staring into thousands, if not millions, of eyes. Here, we get a good look at the potted plant's appendages. You would think it would use its petals, but instead has some sort of appendages unlike I have ever seen. Potted plants' final scenes. They topple over, revealing plants can die from bullet wounds. They pass a pen and paper along with the knowledge that they are indeed illiterate.